Hi guys, I'm Sonal and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing a recipe of a very tasty kimchi with you. So I've already shared the white kimchi recipe and this is the red one. So it has pepper flakes. It's a little spicy and also tangy and sweet. And once you let it ferment, all the sugars or the carbs are going to get consumed and it's going to turn into a nice tangy recipe. This is a great health food. I have a lot more information on my other recipe videos, so I'm going to leave you a link on the screen as well as in the description where you can see what kimchi is and how it really helps your gut and to heal any gut problems. It's full of probiotics and it helps you digest and remain healthy. So definitely give this a try and let me know how you like it. If you like the recipe, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell with all notifications selected and share this with your friends and family. So let's go ahead and see how I make it. So here I've taken 1 kg of Chinese cabbage. So you want to take off the core and then tear the leaves and then cut them. For fermentation, you want to make sure that you use a glass jar, but right now you can use a plastic container to do this process. I'm cutting it a little larger than bite-sized pieces and I'm putting it in this white plastic container that I used to make kimchi. So I think you get the idea. I'm just repeating the same thing and going to cut the whole of the cabbage like that. We're done with that part and now I'm adding half a cup of sea salt to this and I'm going to put water and I'm going to let this sit in the brine for about 30 minutes till it gets slightly soft. You don't want it to completely lose its crisp nature, but you want it to get a little softer. I have mixed the salt thoroughly and turned the cabbage after 15 minutes or so that the cabbage on top also get in the salty brine. In the meanwhile, I'm also making a rice flour paste. So I've taken 1 teaspoon of rice flour and 1/4 cup of water. I'm cooking this. You want it to boil. Any starch comes to its thickness when it has boiled. So I'm going to boil it for a couple of minutes. Once it gets thick, I have added 1 teaspoon of natural sugar or brown sugar. You don't want the white sugar which has bleach in it. Hang in there, I'm going to talk about the rice flour and the sugar soon. And half a teaspoon of rock salt. Now once this is cooled, I'm adding half a cup of red pepper flakes or gochugaru. So gochugaru is a Korean pepper which I have and I've added that. You can add any other pepper flakes that you like. You can use Kashmiri chili. Gochugaru is quite high in carbs, so you could cut it down. I like spicy, so I have added this. And to that you add 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. If you don't have it, you can add some salt and I'm going to set this aside. I've taken 1 green onion because I don't have any more, but otherwise I would add 2. All of this is up to you. Whatever you like, you can add to this and to the quantity that you want. So I've taken 1 radish and it will definitely cut down on the carbs and the price as I've spoken in my budget video because the Napa cabbage is a little expensive. Also I've taken some carrots. So this is about 20 grams of carrot. I've taken this to give it a variation in color. So now it's been 30 minutes and I'm going to drain my cabbage and throw the water out. And I'm also going to wash it twice. So you'll see I'm going to put this back, put some fresh water and thoroughly wash it. So there is no salt on the outside, but the cabbage has absorbed all the salt that it needs. So don't add too much at this point. You can see that it's become flexible, but it's still a little crunchy, and which is what you want. So adding the salt curbs the bad bacteria growth and the molds. So it's going to provide an environment for the beneficial bacteria to thrive in. The rice flour, sugar and garlic also helps because it's all a prebiotic which feeds the bacteria. Skip the rice flour and the sugar if you think it's too high in carbs. Once you ferment it, a lot of the carbs get digested by the bacteria or the organisms. So it has much fewer carbs than it starts off with. Even if you calculate all of this as it is, for 10 servings it comes to about 3 net carbs, which is going to get even lower once it is fermented. So once that is done, I'm back to my bowl of the other vegetables to which I'm adding the rice or the rice and gochugaru paste. Look at the beautiful color. Ginger and garlic paste, 1 teaspoon. You don't want to add too much because it overpowers the kimchi, and some sliced onion because I had it and I like onion. And now I've added all of the cabbage to this and I'm going to mix this thoroughly. You want to make sure that you massage your cabbage. All of the cabbage comes in touch with the spice mixture or the spice blend so that it gets flavored, which is what I'm doing. So I'm just making sure I do that really well. And once that is done, we are going to keep it in a glass jar to ferment for 1 to 3 days. And after the 1 day of fermentation, you can put it in the refrigerator and eat it from time to time as you like. Or you can let it ferment up to 2 to 3 days. It will just get a little more sour, so it all depends on what kind of taste you like. And I have gradually started liking the less fermented version because sometimes I realize that when it's that sour, I don't land up eating as much. Now that it's ready, it's time to give it a taste to check for seasoning. So if you want to add salt, this would be the time to do it. I'm going to let my kimchi ferment for 1 day during summers and 2 days during winters. Cover the jar and leave it in a cool, dark place to ferment for about 24 hours. And then you're going to taste it every 8 hours to decide when you like the taste and when you want to stop it from fermenting and put it in the refrigerator after that. It all depends on where you live and your room temperature. I have made at least 20 batches so far and I have never had trouble. So if it ferments well, it's never going to get moldy. It will only get a little more sour, and that's when you make kimchi fried rice or you add it to soups. Sour taste mellows down. You can even add it to your keto sushis. So I hope you guys found this recipe really easy. It is, because it's a bunch of ingredients put together and all you have to do is wait for it to ferment to your liking. And after you've done that, you always have one vegetable prepared in the fridge for any time that you don't have a side dish. So if you make your meats or your eggs, you just have to grab the bottle of kimchi and serve your food. So I hope you'll make it and let me know in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Bye.